Hi, my name is Jennifer and welcome to RADmom. This is my first recording and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is going to be, these are my dogs. This is Zeke and Zoe. They're actually my kids' dogs, very much my kids' dogs, but they think they're mine. This is going to be a channel that is all about our lives. I have two kids. My son is 16 years old now, which is hard to believe, and my daughter is 13, soon to be 14 this summer. My son was adopted from a Russian orphanage where he went through a lot of neglect, and so that's going to be the center of a lot of what we have to talk about around here. And I think a lot of what goes on in our house today has a lot to do with the things that we've gone through for the last 16 years. The chaos from living with a child with Reactive Attachment Disorder, or RAD. The chaos that brings disorganization to our whole lives. And so some of what we're going to do is we're going to organize our kitchen for the 400th time because of the disorganization in the basic day-to-day life that we've been trying to create and trying to correct. It's just so hard to keep the plates in the right spot, which unless you're living with a child with reactive attachment disorder, it might not make any sense. But if you are living with a child with reactive attachment disorder, you're probably going, oh yeah, I know all about that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just talk about what we've been through, what the day-to-day life has been like. And I've got my 13-year-old daughter. She's my biological child. I'm a single mom. I was married when I had my daughter. But we're going to just talk about what it's been like for us, what we've been through the day-to-day. And I'm going to talk about some of the struggles that if you have a child with reactive attachment disorder, what you might be going through. We're going to talk about some of the things I've been through with school. We've tried private school. We've tried the public school system. We've been through multiple public schools. Some of those we've been through some pretty horrific things, including timeout rooms where, he's been locked up for up to 2 hours. Just some horrible abuses that happened. Right now he's in his 17th placement. He's not currently living with us, which is why I'm able to sit here in a calm manner and talk in front of a camera, because if you're living right now with your RAD, we just call them our RAD kids for those who don't know and aren't living with them. It's not a derogatory term. It's not trying to be rude. It's just to distinguish my healthy child from my not so healthy child. It's just something that we say. It's in no way meant to be rude or derogatory. I love my son with all my heart, but he does have a huge helping of problems. But anyway, so I call him that to distinguish him from my healthy daughter. But my RAD is not living with me right now. He's in a therapeutic boarding school, his second one. He got kicked out of the first one, but it is his 17th out-of-home placement. And so I'll talk about some of the different places that he's been, some that have been very, very helpful, and some that have been pretty awful. And I'll tell you about some of the ins and outs of those places, tell you how to help you try to find places for your own child, some of the costs associated with those, some of how to help you find help paying for them. Some of those we have been able to find that didn't cost us anything out of pocket, some that were quite costly. Including, what we're doing now to fund the place where he is now, which I'm happen to be very, very happy with. Some placements have, will help with medications, some will not. What to do about that kind of thing. We'll also talk about some of the ins and outs of the daily life, what that's like. Again, we will tell some of the stories, some of the heartache that we've been through. I also have quite a few friends with kids with reactive attachment disorder that I've met both in real life, in person, and some that I've met through Facebook groups and things like that. And I will be talking to some of them and sharing some of their stories as well. And I would, because we've been through a lot, but certainly not through everything, thank the good Lord. And so we'll share some of their stories, and hopefully you guys can gain some insight into some other folks' lives as well. I have not found anybody who's been willing to just be open and transparent, because this is brutal stuff. And so we will hopefully share some of our insights and open up some dialogue. If you have some questions, feel free to comment. Please subscribe to the channel and like or post comments, and we can answer your questions as things come along. Again, this is my first post, my first video, so I'm newbie. I don't know what I'm doing, so let me know how I can answer your questions, what you'd like to see, what topics you'd like to have discussed, and I'll do my best to answer those. And I'll be back soon to share more videos with you. Thanks. Have a great day.